Good morning to everyone. Once again, welcome to Geography class. This is the revision class. Today is 21st January 2021. Here we are going to do the revision of chapter number 2nd. The name of the chapter is Physical Features of India. In this revision part today, on the date of 21st January 2021, we will see the important basic points of this chapter in the short note form. I request you please pay the attention very carefully. First, India has all major physical features of the earth, that is the mountain, plain, desert, plateau and island. In India, the soil colors varies from place to place and it is formed from different types of rocks. India has varied physical features whose formation can be explained on the basis of the theory of plate tectonics. Although the plate tectonic theory is not part of your syllabus in this year, but due to the plate tectonic theory, we can have the formation of mountain, plain, plateaus and so on. According to this theory, the plate tectonic theory, the 7 major and minor plates that forms earth crust keep moving and causing the stress, and these are leading to folding, faulting and volcanic activity. India is called as a subcontinent because all the features of the continent India is having. So let's look out the physical features of India, as our chapter is speaking the physical features of India. The physical features of India can be grouped under the following physiographic division, and the physiographic divisions are following. The Himalaya mountain, we are speaking then the northern mountain also because they are situated in the north part of our country. Northern plain, or it can be called as Indo-Gangetic plain. Peninsular plateau, the Great Indian Desert, which is also known as Thar Desert, the coastal plain and the islands. Here we are going to see all these points in crystal clear short gisted form. So the physiographic division are Himalaya mountain, northern plain, peninsular plateau, Great Indian Desert, the coastal plain and last the islands. First, the Himalaya mountain, that's the young fold mountain with the lofty slope, one of the most rugged mountain barrier of the world. These Himalaya mountains are 2,400 km long and 400 km to 150 km wide from Jammu and Kashmir up to the Arunachal Pradesh respectively. Already these points I had explained in my regular classes. If you are still facing any doubt and difficulty, you can go to that videos. This is the revision video. In that we are going to see all the points in a short and in a sweet. The Himalaya have 3 parallel ranges in the longitudinal extent, namely Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik, which can be called as a greater or inner Himalaya Himadri. Himachal is called middle Himalaya and Shivalik that is called as outer Himalaya. So Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik are the 3 important parallel ranges of Himalaya. Moving further, the Himalayas can be divided into 4 sections: Punjab, Kumaon, Nepal, Assam Himalaya. So Punjab Himalaya, that is between the Sindhu and Satluj river. Kumaon Himalaya, that is between the Satluj and Kali river. And Nepal Himalaya between the Kali and Tista. And the eastern Himalaya, that is between Tista to Dihang. That means the Sangpur. Next, moving to the next physiographic division of India, northern plain. which is also called as Indo-Gangetic Plain. Indo means Indus River and Gangetic means the Ganges River. The northern plains spread over an area of 7 lakh square kilometer, 240 kilometer long and 240 kilometer to 320 kilometer broad. The river that flows to the plain from the mountain are involved in the depositional war. So the northern plains are formed. The difference in the relief causes the northern plain into the four sections. First Bhabar, Bangar, Khadar and Tarai. What is Bhabar? So we are seeing the adjacent to the foothills of the Shivalik, a narrow 8 to 16 kilometer wide belt of pebbles and boulders. Next, Bangar, that's an old alluvial plain which rise above the level of the floodplains. Khadar, that's a new and younger alluvial soil of the floodplains deposited by the river. Next, Tarai lies adjacent to Bhabar region composed of newer alluvium and next the peninsular plateau. We are going to see about the peninsular plateau, the third physiographic feature. The peninsular plateau is the tableland formed due to the breaking and drifting of Gondwana land. The plateau consists of two broad divisions, namely the Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateau. The eastward extension of peninsular plateau are locally called as Bundelkhand and Bagelkhand. The Chota Nagpur plateau marks the further eastern extent drained by the Damodar river. The Deccan plateau, a triangular mass, lies in the south of the Narmada river. On page number 10 in geography textbook, the physiographic features of India are given there and mentioned very properly. Please go through the textbook. If you don't have, please go through the e-book and get benefited the physiographic division of India in the physical map of India on page number 10, chapter number 2. The Western and Eastern Ghat. Most of the time in the examination I am asking the difference between the Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat. Deccan Plateau are marked by the Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat respectively. The Western Ghats are higher than the Eastern Ghat. The Malwa Plateau is spread across Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat and the slope towards the north. A distinct feature of the peninsular plateau is the black soil area known as Deccan Tract. Next, moving further, the Great Indian Desert, right, which is also called as Thar Desert. Undulating sandy plains cover with the sand dunes towards the western margin of Aravalli Hills is the Indian Desert, which is situated in Rajasthan. And the Luni is the largest river in this area. The temperature is high. The soil is arid soil. Next, the coastal plain. The narrow coastal strip flank the peninsular plateau. On the west, the coastal strips are divided into Konkan. This coastal plain, in that the question can be asked, eastern coastal plain and western coastal plain. The differentiation can be asked in the examination. After discussing all this, I am going to explain you how the question will appear on the basis of this all short notes. Let's check out the narrow coastal strip flank the peninsular plateau. On the west, that's called as the western coastal plain, which is dividing into Konkan, that is from Mumbai to Goa, Kannada plain, the Malabar coast from north to south part. On the east strip is divided into the Sikar, and Coromandel Coast from the north to the south part. So here we have finished the coastal plain also. We are going to see the next point, that's the islands. The islands. The islands, we are already knowing about India is having the two islands, Lakshadweep Samoa and the Andaman and Nicobar. So Lakshadweep Islands and Andaman Nicobar Islands. The Lakshadweep Islands group in Arabian Sea is close to Kerala. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands are the two islands. Andaman consists of 204 small islands. India's only active volcano, that is the Barren Islands, is situated here. So dear children, already we have seen the gist of this chapter, how the questions are going to be appear in examination on this physiographic feature and how you have to write the answer. I will again explain you one by one. First, the islands. How the question will appear. Write a short note on the Indian islands. At that point, you have to mention about the islands of India. You have to mention the name, the area you have to mark in writing, where they are situated, how many of them are, any specific feature, just the parent island is there, which is the active volcano and so on, the number of the small islands and others. Next, the coastal plain. The coastal plain, the differentiation can be asked, western coastal plain and eastern coastal plain. At that point, you have to ensure the location of these two coastal plains, where they are, and their division you have to mention in the differentiation. It can be asked in one sentence question answers also and MCQs also. Next, the Indian desert. Again, it can be asked, describe the physiographic features of Indian desert or write the features of Great Indian Desert. If the question will appear for the 3 marks, you have to mention the 3 solid points. Otherwise, for the 5 marks, you have to mention the 5 points. In that, you have to explain deeply about the location of Great Indian Desert. After that, the temperature, the soil, the vegetation. After that, you have to mention about the Barrenchins, River Luni. Next, the Western Ghat and the Eastern Ghat. Differentiation can be asked, differentiate between the Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat. The difference already I had explained very nicely in my explanatory classes. You please go through them, and after that you have to write about the location of the Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat. The highest mountain peak on the Western Ghat, Annaimudi. Eastern Ghat, Mahendragiri. Western Ghat, they are continuous. Eastern Ghat, they are broken. How and why, you have to mention about that. Then you will get the 3 marks. The question may be asked for 5 marks also in the examination. Next, write a short note on Peninsular Plateau. So it can be asked in the examination for 5 marks or 3 marks. Write a short note on Peninsular Plateau. Then you have to explain all these points related to what is Peninsular Plateau, how it is formed. It consists of how many plateaus and how they are divided. This all the slide which is containing, you have to explain in detail. You can convert your answer into your own word also. Next, in the northern plain, the differentiation can be asked for the 3 marks as well as for the 5 marks. Differentiate between Khadar and Bangar. This is the 2 types of alluvial soil. So alluvial soil, old and new one, you have to write on that. Make a separate column for the Bangar and Khadar, and mention that. Or otherwise it can be asked for 5 marks, explain or describe the features of northern plain. At that time you have to explain these 4 points, and after explaining this Babar, Bangar, Khadar and Tarai, first we have to mention about this, its length and breadth, that means the area of the northern plain. Okay. So this physiographic feature, how the questions will appear in the examination, already I stated. Next, this, the question can be asked, describe the division of Himalaya mountains. So if the division is going to be asked, you have to write in this 4 point, Punjab Himalaya, Kumaon Himalaya, Nepal Himalaya and Assam Himalaya. And here I had written in a very short point between Indus and Satluj river. You have to explain into sentence. The Himalayas are, Punjab Himalayas are divided into so and so, and from Indus to Satluj, Kumaon from Satluj to Kali, Nepal from Kali to Tista, and Assam Himalaya from Tista to Tibang. Sangpo is also written. Sangpo means we are talking about Brahmaputra river, because in China that is called as Sangpo. Next, explain in detail the 3 parallel ranges of Himalaya. The point when it is coming in the examination, you have to explain all these 3 range in detailed manner. In that you will explain about the Great Himalaya or Inner Himalaya, Himadri. You have to explain how the word Himadri is placed. Him means to be ice, snow. They are every time they are covered with the snow. Middle Himalaya, Himachal, where the dunes are there, Kotli Dun, Patli Dun, right, like Dehradun. Outer Himalayas or Shivalik, you have to mention, explain the points, they write the facts and figure for that. Next, the Himalaya mountain. Write a short note on Himalaya mountain if the question will appear like that. So you have to mention about the Himalaya all facts plus its physiographic division. Next, the length and breadth of the Himalayas from this area to that. Then you will get 5 marks. Otherwise, if question will be of 3 marks, you have to write only the features and don't use incorrect data. Just 2400 kilometer is there or 400 kilometer is there, so mention that data only. For this, write the physiographic division of India or mention all the physiographic division of India. So here you can mention about that. There are the 6 physiographic division of India. So what are there? The Himalaya mountains, the northern plain, the peninsular plateau, the Great Indian Desert, the coastal plain and the islands. So dear cadets, here in this all the revision point we have completed. We have seen the whole chapter physical features of India in a detailed manner. How the questions are going to be appear in the examination, already I told you. Next, for this part, this slide, the question may be asked why India is called as a subcontinent. So you can mention about that all the physiographic feature which a continent is having. So India is also having, that's why India is titled as subcontinent. So dear cadets, if you are having still any doubt and difficulty on any point, you please ask to me and please refer to the old videos also. Next, for this I already told you on page number 10 the map work is given over there. Please go through it. Lastly, the map work from this chapter is also very important. Do that. Till then, be safe and secure at your home. Thanking to each and everyone. Watch all the videos very properly and do the writing work of the question answers in their notebook if you are still missing out. Those who have already did the question answer, no need to do that. Thanking to each and everyone once again. Jai Hind to one and all.